Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Y'all, I was rushing. This time change threw me all the way off. I was rushing, but we are here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Welcome, you guys. It's Sunday, March the 9th. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Let me know where you're from. We'll give everybody a few minutes to get on here. Welcome. We got so much to talk about today, you guys. Let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly, and then tell me where you're from, you guys, and then tell me where you are from. It's a new week. Oxford, Mississippi. Welcome down there, Ole Miss. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know you can hear me and see me. Haines City, Florida. You can, Camilla. I just made you up a name from Alaska. Colorado, Birmingham, Alabama. Welcome, you guys, from all across the country today. Louisiana, Houston, Texas, the DMV. That's what's up. Look, that's what's up. Another Sunday, March Madness. Another Sunday. Today is March 9th, right? DC, Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, Oakland, California, Tacoma. Nice and clear from Tacoma. That's what's up, Alan. Thank you. Okay, you guys, welcome. I see everybody. I'm glad y'all can hear me loud and clear. People will start coming in here. Memphis, of course. Welcome. Welcome, neighbor. Let me do an intro in case you're new here. And for people watching the replay, shout out to everybody watching live. But you know, people watch the replay too. So I'm a fan. Fort Worth, Texas. I appreciate it, Lamont. You guys, so welcome. I'm Ashley Pickens here in, you guys, Memphis, Tennessee. You guys, I've been in real estate since 2006 as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker, but y'all know me as your auction mama. Welcome, Cynthia from Atlanta. And I see you, Derek, in New Jersey. Welcome, everybody. From the East Coast to the West Coast to the mountains to every place, Colorado. I see you. Welcome, you guys. So, yes, I have been in real estate for almost, what is this, my 18th year, 19th year at this point. And I'm your auction mama. I auction off foreclosures at the courthouse here in Shelby County, all the way to Nashville, parts of Mississippi. Y'all, your girl has been working. Like, I work every day. Like, I have been working. The foreclosures have been coming. You know, I got to share some information about what's going on. Atlanta, I see you. Richmond, Orlando, Oklahoma City. Like, we're from everywhere. I see you, Anthony, with the muscle, with the hustle muscle. Welcome, you guys. Welcome from Tennessee. So yes, let's get started. I auction off foreclosures. I'm the person that says going once, going twice, sold at the courthouse. That is me. I'm always at the courthouse, not like in Boston where y'all auctioning in the front yard. I live in Memphis and ain't no auctioning going on in the front yard. Let me say that. Okay. So welcome. So I just started making videos, teaching about foreclosures, auctions, real estate, the distressed market. My jam is the distressed market, you guys. I focus on the distressed market. That's REOs, short sales, pre-foreclosures, auctions. That is my jam. I primarily work with investors. I work the retail, residential, traditional market for a long time. For a long time, I loved all my first-time home buyers. But the ultimate goal is to be an investor, right? That's what we all want to do. So I primarily work with investors and I primarily work on the distressed market. That is what I do. I made that pivot a few years ago and I love it. So, for auction. Okay. So welcome, you guys. Let's jump in. It is Sunday. Y'all know I have a masterclass coming up on Thursday. It is an REO masterclass, you guys. A lot of y'all have already signed up for it. I'm excited about that. I've done an REO masterclass before. Keep in mind, most of my masterclasses and my lives are general, right? Because I know a lot of people might have a little bit of real estate experience. They might not have any. Welcome, Ramon. They might have a little, they might have a lot. So I try to keep it where at least somebody gets something out of all of it, right? that was the last REO masterclass I had. This masterclass coming up on Thursday, you guys, it's your AP REO class, your Ashley Pickens, your advanced placement, your accelerated pace REO class, you guys. We are going to, like, if you want to buy REOs, we'll walk through the websites. If you're an agent and you want to get on these asset managers, what's the word I'm looking for? Like on their radar, and you want to start listing REO properties, you guys, I don't know if you knew this, but you don't have to be an agent to sign up with a lot of these websites. You can sign up. I feel like it's something in my nose as a buyer. I know y'all like, Ashley, really? I could see. And Shayna and Anthony, everybody, y'all know if you're in the mentorship, you get the link. I just haven't sent it out yet. So anyway, sorry, y'all, I'm looking at the camera. But this class is about REOs. Like, it's definitely more, I would say, in depth than my other master classes. You can watch all my master classes on YouTube. You can go back, watch them. This one is on Thursday. The link is down below. It is this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Then we have another master class on the 27th, all about pre-foreclosures, marketing, the trustees, all that. That's on the 27th. All the links are down below, you guys. Shout out to everybody who's already registered for those. So welcome, Shayna. Welcome in Atlanta. So a couple things I want to share with y'all tonight. I'm not going to hold you all night, even though I say that, and then I end up holding y'all all night. But let's jump in. Welcome. Of course, if you have questions, I will watch the chat and try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. I see you, Richmond, Virginia. I'm sorry, I didn't say that I saw you, but I see you. I see everybody over here in the chat. So let's jump in. First of all, look, it's Sunday. So I want to start off with, y'all are like, Ashley, you're doing too much, but y'all gonna be all right. I want to start off with an email that I got. If you're in the mentorship, y'all know who it is. If you're not, I'm going to share an email with y'all that I got. She said that I could share it with you all. And then just maybe it'll just encourage you, because sometimes I forget. Not that I forget, but I think we're all in different places in our investment journey, right? Some are at the beginning, some are at the middle, some are just starting. You know what I mean? Some of y'all life has just punched you in the face recently, right? And you might be in a different place. And so I wanted to share this with you, and then we'll jump into real estate and foreclosures and all of that. I kind of copied and pasted this. I'm about to share my screen. Don't worry. Hold on, you guys. Just give me a second. Y'all know what to do. Blink. I'm about to share my screen right now. Blink if you can see my screen. Blink. Who's going to be the first to blink? Welcome, Brandon. Welcome. If you can see my screen, y'all blinking over there? Okay, thanks, y'all. I'm not going to read all of this, but I will read some of it to you guys. And hopefully it encourages y'all, okay? So she sent me an email, right? No, hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up a little bit so y'all understand what's going on. I know y'all are reading it. She's in the mentorship, right? I don't know. She might be on here. And you know, in the mentorship, we send letters, we reach out to people, and for, you know, it's the marketing mentorship. She sent out 30 letters and 15 people called her back. 30 letters and 15 people, 32 letters and 15 people called her back. Talk about a conversion rate right there, you guys. And so I just sent her email and I was like, I'm so happy for you, you know, so good. And then she sent me this email, you guys. And like she was saying, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'll skim through it, right? She just said, thank you so much. You have no idea how your program changed my life. I was at a crossroads of losing everything when I came across your first video. I was and still am in the middle of nasty lawsuits where I'm suing 2 contractors for a flip gone wrong, right? So I became extremely depressed and buried myself from the world, right? And then one day, about 3 months ago, my sister sent me your YouTube video and told me to watch it. shout out to y'all, because I don't know when y'all are sharing videos until like I get my analytics at the end of the month and it's like 3,000 people shared your videos. I'm like, what? I didn't know. Right? So I appreciate y'all for sharing, you know. Um, and you were in the middle of your sentence saying, call your lender. At this point, I was 4 months behind and I didn't know what to say to them, or other than I was lost and bankrupted from a bad investment. While still watching you with tears rolling down my face, you said, I want you all to win. And I felt that in my soul. And I do want y'all to win. You know that. That's why I share so much with y'all, as much as I possibly can. And then, okay, so she kept going. Actually, at this point, I felt lost. There was no coming back. So the company told her that her file had been transferred to the foreclosure department, right? You know, so just in a look, hold on, let me say this so I can see y'all. I don't know, for a pre-foreclosure bundle, was this from the $47 pre-foreclosure bundle? The $47 is the REO class on Thursday. That's the REO class on Thursday. My letters are in the foreclosure letters are like $19.99. Y'all can mail the letters. So, you know, so what I was saying, you guys, is y'all, if life has never punched you in your face before, like my grandma says, and what I say in all the videos, y'all, just keep on living, right? Just keep on living. If life has never punched you in your face before. But let me keep reading this so y'all can see, right? So she's in foreclosure, you know. So I kept trying to pull myself out of the slump, but couldn't, because I kept going over all the things going wrong, and I forgot to thank God for what was going right in my life. When I saw your 5-week course, I asked my sister to loan me the money because I'm coming out of this on top. After the first week, I started getting up at 5 a.m., right? So over the last few weeks, I feel my strength increasing and my desire to want to show up more, right? So last week was a huge success with 2 attorney connections and connecting with these homeowners. She sent out 32 letters and 15 people called her back. 15 people. That's a conversion rate. I don't even get I don't get 50% conversion rates. So, Ashley, you're my guardian angel, right? So, of course, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you was going through all this. You know, keep going. I'm so proud of you, right? And I said, can I share this? Right? I'm like, I won't say who you are. Let me share this. She's like, of course you can share my story, right? I don't mind at all, because if anyone had told me 2 years ago I would be here, I would have looked at them crazy, right? I was at the top of the mountain and came tumbling down faster than ever, right? So keep me updated. Then, you guys, just received an REO listing this morning from an asset manager. I'm like, girl, you know, you just never, like, you know, the house is so disgusting. They have asked me to bring a contractor in. Hold on, I just clicked on something. You guys, I clicked on something. Hold on. They asked me to bring a contractor in to give an estimate on repairs. Thinking about starting a property preservation company. Ashley, things just got real. Another source of income. So, y'all following the story, right? Y'all following the story. So then, you guys, last thing, and we're almost through, but I just hope this like encourages somebody if y'all are in a rough spot. Then I was like, oh my goodness. Then, y'all, she emails me, and get this. Just picked up 7 new listings from an REO company. I have signed an exclusive contract to be their agent in the Texas market. They have invited me and my broker to their headquarters. When I tell you I'm so excited, this is life changing. I have sent over 12 emails out to REO asset managers. So hard to believe, just a short 4 months ago, I didn't know I was going to make it out of this hole. Till today, having more work than I can handle. So, you guys, I just wanted to share that with y'all, just to encourage you in case you're in, you know, in a rough place sometimes, you guys. It will get better. You just keep working, one foot in front of the other. Just keep going, you guys. And we are talking REOs on Thursday and REO asset managers. So sign up for the masterclass. But I wanted to share that with y'all because I never know where y'all are in your journey or what's going on in your life. But hopefully that just keeps you like, just stay encouraged. You know what I mean? Stay encouraged for sure. So let's keep going. You know what I want to start with first, you guys, what I always start with, daily job cuts. Let's see what's going on there. let's see what's going on here. So much because you guys, y'all know everything going on in the world and these layoffs and jobs and all of that. So just if you're not familiar with daily job cuts, it is, they show people who are laying off articles. I didn't see too much about housing this week, but it's always going to be some people laying off, right? This side shows the layoffs. This side shows the people filing bankruptcy. We already lost the Cheesecake Factory a few months ago here, you guys. I used to really like the Cheesecake Factory. They just have 150 things on the menu. It just makes it hard to decide. But, so this side shows layoffs. You got to watch the layoffs, you guys, because when people get laid off, then they can't pay their mortgages. You know what I mean? On the border filed bankruptcy, you guys. I mean, I never saw on the border packed anyway, so I'm not like surprised, but Daily Job Cuts, a really good site to check out. Shout out to Daily Job Cuts. VA could cut up to 80,000 employees. Goodness, you guys. So Daily Job Cuts, check them out. Also, my other site, that I like is warntracker.com, right? Daily Job Cuts. Yes, Walgreens is going private. I saw they sold, but Walgreens was struggling. Like from what I heard, Walgreens was struggling a lot. So I guess they needed to go private in order to stay afloat, is what it sounds like. Ashley, why inventory in Chicago is very low? Any limiting of foreclosures in there? Chicago, y'all got a big market. Chicago stays at the top of the list for pre-foreclosures and look, we'll go look, but Cook County, y'all are always on the list. You know what I mean? I think you just got to know where to find them. We can go to a couple of sites and see if we can find foreclosures in Chicago. You know what I mean? Holland, I know I told you to email me. I'm gonna respond. Yes, and I'm gonna have to make sure you get that connection when she gets those Texas REO properties. She niched down really good in Texas where she lives. I think it's going to take a minute, Louise, for these prices to fall, and it depends on where you live, right? I got a couple articles about like a backlog of foreclosures, right? And we can talk about that. If you're somewhere where inventory is still very low and it's a lot of multiple offers, you're not going to see the price increase yet, but just give it some time. Give it some time, you guys. It used to be worth 100, now sold for 10. Y'all, what goes up can come down. You know what I mean, you guys? But yes, Walgreens been struggling for a while. But this is Warren Tracker. The other site was dailyjobcuts.com. This is Warren Tracker, and it shows you companies that have, I filtered it for 2025, companies that have, you got a list when you're going to lay off a certain amount of people. Over a certain number of people, you have to make it public that you're laying off. I see Boeing, Tupperware. I know Boeing been struggling. Man, Boeing. View larger version. Can I please? Look, I done probably clicked on something I wasn't supposed to click on. Hold on. I want to see this. Cancel that. This is what we want to. I don't know how to make my little thing bigger. Can y'all see that? The little states. Yeah, y'all can see that. So California, 13,000 warning. This is just 2025, you guys. This is just the first quarter, right? 2008. What is that? Rhode Island has 2008. New York, 25. Florida, 3,000. Texas, 4,220 warn notices going out. You guys, I always like, Lord, don't let them have just bought a house. You know what I mean? Because if you just bought a house and these people getting laid off, y'all told me that when you get unemployment is not your whole salary. I didn't know this. Like it's only like 60% of your salary. How are you supposed to keep paying for your mortgage if they just giving you 60% when they lay you off? You know what I mean? So y'all just keep watching these sites. This is Warren Tracker, WARNTRACKER. I dropped it in the chat. Warren Tracker. The other one was dailyjobcuts.com. I dropped it in the chat. So keep an eye on this, y'all, especially if you live in some of these states. Keep an eye on them for sure. So I was watching a YouTube video, and I have to verify information when I'm watching YouTube videos. I'll get there shortly. Let's talk about Cook County in Chicago. So let's see. California, Illinois, Florida, and New York City area lead housing markets facing greater risk of downturns. This is Adam data. Let me go in a little bit. Let's see. There's a couple articles that just came out. Okay, top 10 metros with the highest zombie foreclosure rates in Q1. Blink if you can see my screen, because I'm just clicking. Y'all might just be looking at me. Y'all blink if y'all can see my screen. I have a couple lots getting ready to build when contractors are desperate. There you go. Thank you, Kimberly, for blinking for me. Thanks, y'all. I messed up the screen. Okay. Top 10 metros with the highest zombie foreclosures. If you do not know what a zombie foreclosure is, it is a property in foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, and the homeowner has walked away from the property. Okay, so it is vacant. Not a lot. We have some, but I mean, most people are living in their house if they in foreclosure. Let's just be honest about it. They haven't walked away from it. Adam's latest vacant property analysis reveals that 212,000 residential properties in the U.S. are currently in the foreclosure process in the first quarter of this year. 212,000. I'll be having to think about these numbers. This represents a 1.5% decrease from the fourth quarter. Look at me. I don't know about these numbers. Y'all know I see numbers and you got to multiply by 2. The report notes that in the first quarter of 2025, there are 7,094 properties in pre-foreclosure that remain vacant as zombie foreclosures. This number is nearly identical to the previous quarter, right? Okay, let's keep going. Let's see where the zombie foreclosures are. It's not a ton, y'all. With at least 50 zombie foreclosures in the first quarter. We've got Missouri up 85%. They had 27. Now they have 50. Michigan is up 51%. South Carolina up 31%. Shout out to South Carolina, North Carolina. I heard y'all got fires going on down there. And New York. I saw, didn't I see a fire in New York somewhere, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? South Carolina, Indiana, and Kansas with zombie foreclosures. In this post, we dive into blah, 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 blah. Report to uncover the top 10 U.S. metros with at least 100,000 residential properties and at least 100 properties facing possible foreclosure. These metros include Peoria, Illinois. 15% of properties in the foreclosure process are vacant. Wichita, Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri. Toledo, Ohio. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Youngstown, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. St. Louis, Missouri, Canton, Ohio. What's going on in Ohio, you guys? And Indianapolis, Indiana. What's going on in Ohio, you guys? Goodness. So, zombie foreclosures. Those are homes that people have walked away from. Let's see if there's any. Oh, U.S. foreclosure rates by state. I did a video on this if y'all saw this already. We got to start off this live by just doing some news so y'all can see that I don't just be making up stuff, right? So, top states with the most foreclosures right now. Foreclosure activity reported by state. Yes, I did this. Number 1 is Delaware. But again, can y'all see this? But it gets to foreclosures when they talk about the rate. If you're a state that does not have a ton of properties anyway, and let's say y'all go from no foreclosures to 10 foreclosures, it's going to look like y'all have a ton of foreclosures, right? So Delaware filed 249 foreclosures in January. Nevada is number 2. Indiana is number 3. Illinois. See, I told you, Illinois, Chicago, they always stay on the list. Illinois, Chicago, Peoria, 1,975. Utah. I was talking about Utah. I'm like, y'all got houses in Utah? I'm just kidding. I know it's houses in Utah. 367. Number 6 is New Jersey. Connecticut, 432. South Carolina had 600. Look at California with 4,051. And Florida with 2,791. I'm going to drop this in the chat so y'all can Oh, my screen is frozen. Hold on, y'all. The screen frozen. Hold on. Hold on. Stop sharing. Am I frozen? Am I here? Am I here? You guys? Okay, look. Y'all know how it gets sometimes. I think I was clicking too much. Okay, so we're back. Okay, mine is fine. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, everybody just refresh. Okay, we're here. I think I was clicking too much. I was going to the sites and I forget the Wi-Fi has a lag sometimes. Okay, you guys. So we're back. Good. Good. Okay, everybody's good. Now, I shared my screen again. Can y'all see the screen that I shared before I get to talking? You guys, maybe I just need to talk to you all. Y'all are with me? Everybody with me? Okay. Yours is fine. Okay, so some people are good, some people not good. Okay. Good. Okay. Good again. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. I just won't click so much. I'll just slow down a little bit. I forget, you know, she had the Wi-Fi can be temperamental sometimes. But anyway, those were the top 10 states: Delaware, Nevada, Indiana, Illinois, Utah, New Jersey, Connecticut, South Carolina, California, and Florida. You guys, top 10 states with the most foreclosures filings. Cool. Okay. Everybody, thanks for being back, you guys. Okay. So, I don't know, South Carolina, there's something going on in South Carolina because they've been at the top of the list for a long time. So I wanted to share an article with you, and then we'll start looking at auctions and foreclosures, and I'll answer your questions. But I was watching a YouTube video. I think it's because I want to give him credit. Real Estate Ventures, RE Ventures. He had a bald head, you guys, real popular. I think it's Real Estate Ventures is what is RE. I don't know. But he did a video, and of course I had to go verify and find the article that it came from. So I think it's Real Estate Ventures is his name. He plugged a video, but I found the article, you guys, and let's read this article. Where is the article, you guys? It just supports the claim that, y'all, it's a whole bunch of foreclosures that are sitting and waiting, basically. And we're waiting for them to, see if the bank is going to push these foreclosures out. Let me see if I can find it. I'll just go to. Can y'all see my screen? Blink if you can see my screen. Reventure. Yeah, that's what it is. It's something like that. Reventure app. Yeah. Okay, good. Y'all can see my screen before I start clicking. So let me find the article, because I always talk about how all these numbers are off, right? Like even Adam, and I like Adam for what it's worth, their articles, I think their numbers are off too. Like a lot of these real estate data companies, their numbers are off. Black Knight's numbers are different than HUD's numbers are different than, but if you ask me, y'all, it's about 10 million people. I think it's more than 10 million people behind on their mortgage. But anyway, this article came out. Let me know if y'all can see what I see. Okay, everybody good? Okay. So, hold on, is this the Biden one? Y'all, I'm not political, but let's get past the political part and read the article for what it's worth, okay? So, the article says, why do housing prices keep climbing despite higher interest rates, right? The federal government has allowed borrowers to take out bigger mortgages than they can afford. To prevent foreclosures, it's bailing them out when they miss payments, right? I'm not going into all of the presidential and politics of it, right? But I want to get into what's going on with the homeowners and their mortgage payments, okay? So, basically a few years ago, they started easing underwriting restrictions, right? Which allowed people who carried more debt to buy houses, right? Um, so anyway, keep going. That's just the beginning of the article because we ain't gonna get political on here, you guys. So it does say, okay, in 2007, 35% of new FHA borrowers had debt to income ratios above 43%. By 2020, 54% did. Yeah, that's when we start talking subprime, people whose debt to income ratio is, out of the ballpark, right? So as housing prices and inflation surged, borrowers became more stretched. The FHA kept insuring mortgages to borrowers who were increasingly leveraged. About 64% of FHA borrowers last year exceeded the 40% threshold, right? Boom, 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 boom. Let's keep going. No surprise, many are missing payments, especially recent borrowers, which I can attest to, y'all. Like every house that I auctioned off this week was bought like in the last 3 years, like since COVID. These people who just bought recently are losing their houses, right? About 7% of FHA mortgages issued last year went serious delinquent because a lot of people, y'all know I'm not going to get on my soapbox. A lot of people were promised what they say, date the rate, marry the house, thinking these interest rates were going to come down, and these interest rates have not gone down. They have come up and they're going to stay where they are, you guys. So it's people struggling to hold on to a mortgage, right? So 7.5% of FHA mortgage issues last year went seriously delinquent. 90 or more days passed when a payment is due within 12 months. That's more than at 2008 peak of the subprime bubble, right? I mean, it's not much more, but it's more, right? Check this. Under the guise of COVID relief, we just keep reading. They masked the growing troubles in the housing market by paying off borrowers and mortgage servicers to prevent foreclosures. Of the 52,531 FHA loans last year that went seriously delinquent within their first year, only 9 resulted in foreclosure. Y'all, what in the world? So if y'all wondering where foreclosures are or what's going on, you guys, they just, and I see it all the time, you guys. And I always say, like, so y'all can see my face. I agree. During COVID, a lot of people needed help, right? During COVID, people lost their jobs. Like, I'm not being insensitive to that. And then we had that moratorium that covered people, but it covered people for like 4 years. You guys, we still got people who were just like, so that just allowed people not to pay for like 4 years, right? You know what I mean? Like, and then so people come out of the moratorium, they go into forbearance, they try to do a modification, they try to refinance, they go back into deferment, you guys. And now here we are. And y'all, veterans, I read another article, FHA and veterans, they took the moratorium off of veterans and they pushing veterans into foreclosure right now. And they pushing a lot of people into foreclosure right now. But will they ever come? That is not fair. I feel like, I mean, they got to come to market eventually, right? Like, if they would push some out, that would help our housing market a little bit. We get free up some more houses. Y'all, I'm not frozen, am I? Y'all can still see me, right? So let's keep going. The FHA instituted a program that pays mortgage servicers to make borrowers missed payments for them. Missed payments are added to the loan's principal, but without interest. The FHA also pays servicers to cut monthly payments for delinquent borrowers by 25% for 3 years with the payment reductions. Consider a borrower who misses 5 $4,000 monthly mortgage payments. The servicer will add $20,000 in missed payments to the mortgage and reduce monthly payments by $1,000 for 3 years, adding another $36,000 to their mortgage. So the borrower is $56,000 deeper in debt. If he misses payments again, the servicer rinses and repeats, getting paid $17.50 every time it lathers up. Hold on, making sure y'all can see. Y'all, look at that. The FHA made 556,841 incentive payments to servicers over the past year to prevent foreclosures. Y'all, I see people, everybody who calls me is behind a year, 2 years, 3 years. It's people who I'm like, how much does it cost to reinstate your loan? They'll be like $40,000, $60,000. I'm like, when was the last time you made a payment? Y'all, I don't know. But I saw this article and I was like, ooh wee. And these numbers probably off too. These numbers are probably off too. One result is many FHA borrowers owe more than their original mortgage and more than their homes are worth. They are essentially trapped in their homes even if they want to sell and move. Y'all who know how to do short sales, y'all better figure out how to do a short sale. Another result is that home prices keep increasing because borrowers who don't pay their mortgage and never should have qualified for loans can't get foreclosed on or be forced to sell their homes. Y'all, craziness. Well, 500,000. They've been paying people's mortgages, you guys. You guys, if y'all ask where the foreclosures are, they are there. But we have at least 10 million people behind on their mortgage right now. At least 10 million people behind on their mortgage right now. So I don't know. But I know once they turn on the floodgates, you guys, mentee, like the girl in the mentorship, you guys, the bank just sent her 7 REO properties. Once the banks start pushing these houses out, you guys, the ones who are ready, y'all better get ready. But it's a whole backlog of foreclosures, you guys. And I just tell people, if you're in foreclosure, y'all stay in control. If you can't afford your house, sell it. But then again, it's like, okay, if I sell it, I'm upside down. I owe more. Because that's what I see. The lady who called me the other day was upside down on their house because they just bought it. If you bought in the last 4 years, depending on where you live, you don't have any equity. If you bought in 21 and 22 and you were in like a bidding war, you guys, most of these people don't have, they have like negative equity. Like they can't, like if you sell, you might have to bring some money to the table. Or if you sell, you're not going to make any money. You know what I mean? Like, my kid's dad is trying to do NACA because he has bad credit and is not good with finances. NACA is a great program. NACA make you jump through some hoops though. NACA wants your whole life story. They want to know how much you got in savings. If you got stock, they want to see everything that you have. But they'll give you a good interest rate. One of my best friends just went through NACA, not just, but went through NACA, but she had great credit. She just wanted to go through NACA to get like a 2% interest rate because their interest rate is so good. But they want all your business. Understand that. They want all of your business. But I just want to share that article with you, you guys. If y'all wondering where the foreclosures are, they stuck up in the pipe. That's where they are. That's where they are, friends and family. Let's see what's going up for auction this week. Did my screen change before I get to clicking? So the government has been paying people's mortgages. Do y'all think this administration gonna pay some mortgages? I don't know. All I can say, if you have been chilling and call, like, I don't want to sound insensitive because y'all know I don't want to be insensitive. But if you know you are a homeowner and you are behind on your mortgage, you need to pick up the phone and figure something out because I don't know. I don't know if they're going to keep going, keep letting these companies pay those mortgages, or if they want to start pushing out foreclosures. You know what I mean? But I think if they start pushing out foreclosures, people are going to be like, what in the world? Like you would never have imagined, We'll see. They got to come to market eventually. The banks can't hold on. Well, I mean, I guess if they're paying the banks, if they're paying the mortgages, I guess the banks can hold on. But how long can they do that? You know what I mean? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay, so But I think this new administration, I don't think they're going I don't know about that. They might have run out. The water might have run dry at this point, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So last week was a big auction week. Y'all see how I just pivoted that conversation? Last week was a big auction week because it was the first Tuesday of the month, right? So Texas and Georgia, parts of California, big auction week, big auction week. But this also goes to show you guys, houses that don't sell at auction and revert back to the bank become what, you guys? REO properties, right? So I can look at this and see what sold and what did not sell last week, right? And a bunch of them. Look at that one. Opening bid was $25,000 and it got bid up to 273. I'm sorry, I get distracted. This is last week. So this is the property address, this is the county, state, time of the auction. This is the opening bid, or if it's going to be postponed or canceled, and this is the result. If these two numbers are the same, it means it did not sell. It reverted back to the bank and will be an REO property, right? So I just saw this one. Opening bid was 25. It looks like it's vacant land. Must be in a good spot in San Bernardino, right? But look, 649. This one did not sell. Can everybody still see my screen? Blink if you can see my screen, you guys. Blink if you can see my screen. Let me see if y'all are blinking. Amato, Amato, you need to tell me what's going on down there in Miami. I know y'all on the foreclosure list though, because y'all's property tax is too high down there. Property insurance is too high down there. Everything just too high in Florida. That's just what it is, So y'all can see. Thank you, you guys. So 649, it did not sell. Let's see what it looked like. Four bedrooms, four bathrooms. There it is, you guys. That's what opening bid was, 649. It didn't sell. Is that the little library bookshelf? Okay, with the encyclopedias. Come on, encyclopedia. Raise your hand if you had an encyclopedia. Raise your hand if you don't know what an encyclopedia is. Opening bid was 649. Wow, 7.5 acres in Big Bear. This property has a lot of potential. Seller is willing to negotiate, still accepting backup offers subject to cancellation of previous escrow. Call for more details. I bet they are. They knew they was in foreclosure. Loan issued. Past due amount $58,000, 657. Look at that. You can see all their business. That's what I'm talking about. $58,000 past due on your loan. Did you just buy in 2024? They just bought in 2024. They ain't had the house a year, right? Like, y'all seeing this? I don't know. Well, look at me. Well. Okay, keep going. So a lot of cancels. I was talking to my friend. I won't call any names. One of my friends that's in the foreclosure world. And we were talking about auctions and how auctions just keep getting canceled, right? Auctions keep getting canceled. Y'all had encyclopedias. I had it too, baby. I had them too. We had A and then B, and you had to look up. If you did a project, you had to look in the I had to go by the alphabet, not the first section of B's, but the second half of B's. I had the little encyclopedia too. But anyway, she was saying that everything's getting canceled right now. And I was like, yeah, everything's getting canceled. I said, what's going on? Because she's been in the business for a long time. And so she responded back to me and she said, I said, why is everything getting canceled? Bankruptcy. I said, is it because everybody's filing bankruptcy, right? She said, I think HUD is making it really hard to sell homes back to them. So I'm like, Look, I'm like, And she said, when they don't sell, they go back to THDA or something like they have 3 months to get properties locked down, cleaned up, and title policy issued. Then it takes 90 days to pay them back title policies, and that can be thousands of dollars. And then you have to do a new deed and all this kind of stuff. Costs a lot and 6 months to get paid. So they are giving homeowners every chance possible to work something out. So I was like, oh, HUD don't want these houses. They can't, they don't want these houses back. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Reach out to the homeowners. But I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what she was saying. She was like, I think HUD is making it hard for them to sell these houses back, these banks to sell these houses back to them. I don't know. So homeowners, they just, you guys, look, we all just waiting to see. But I think you're right. And I think it's still, and foreclosures and all this aren't propping up the market, because if they were to open, if somebody hit that switch and start pushing foreclosures out, y'all, it'll be a whole, a mess. Might be worse than 2008. You start pushing all these houses out of people who haven't paid, it'll be a mess. It will be. You'll see the market come on down. So a lot of cancels. CXL means canceled. A lot of cancels, you guys, for sure. This, okay, $399, $395. This one didn't sell. Let's go look. And so I'm saying if they don't sell, they go back to the bank. Let's see what you look like. Is it saying it's only worth $321? What's the opening bid was $395. When did they buy it? No wonder it didn't sell. Look, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. This is what I'm talking about. You see when they bought it in 2023. It's so many people who bought in the last 4 years who are in foreclosure, you guys. And it's sad. It's honestly really sad. You know what I mean? And it could just be a combination of they were hoping the interest rates would go down. Maybe they couldn't qualify for it. They said there's one lender out here. You guys, I don't know the name of who it is. Yeah, I'll give you the link. Absolutely. They said there is a lender out here, and 50% of his loans that they originated go into default the first month. 50% of your loans go into default the first month. Maybe you're not qualifying these people. You just pushing some loans through. If 50% of your homeowners default the first month that they buy a house, that lets you know, right? That y'all putting people in houses who can't afford houses. Hold on. You'll say Bank of America. There's the link, you guys. I just dropped that link to this page right here. It's in the but that one, 2023, they just bought, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? Because you buy houses to live and have a family and, build wealth, right? And then to lose it in like a year. You know what I mean? Like not even a year. Here's one. Let's see. So when I see them going back to the bank, it just lets me know that they probably just bought it. It's no room, because you go to the auction to get a deal. You do not go to the auction to pay the strength, right? You go to the auction to get a deal on a property. So if that opening bid, and like I tell you guys, the opening bid is the loan balance. The opening bid is the loan balance. So if they just bought in the last 4 years, they owe that whole loan. They haven't paid anything off on that loan. And if they bought it in the last couple of years, they probably were in a bidding war, right? So they're probably upside down. So again, the opening bid is the loan balance. So they're not going to sell at auction, because you're not going to the auction to overpay for a house, right? So this one, 4629 Silver Lake. Is this Columbia? This one didn't sell either. I was trying to see if we can see what's going on. 1988. Look at there. They done lost the home and they bought it in 1988. 299,000. That's the right house, isn't it? Right, y'all? Look, that's the right house, isn't it? 4629 Silver Lake. 3-bed, 1-bath. They bought that house in 98. They must have refinanced it or something. If the opening bid is 300,000, they had to refinance it if they bought it back in 1988. Took out another mortgage. Yeah, he gonna get sued. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't. 50% of your loans can't go into default, and you just originated them. They must have refinanced it, because if you bought back in 1988, you shouldn't really owe anything. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. 189.9. This one didn't sell. I dropped a link in the chat if y'all want to go look. Decatur. Zillow. Wonsley. Opening bid 215,000. That sold sign let me know that it was bought not too long ago. If it's still showing sold on Zillow. There it is. When did y'all buy it? Listed for sale. There we go. Bought it in 2023. I knew it. 2023. They just bought it for $215. Then they put it back on the market for $315. Then they dropped the price to $295. Then we dropped the price to $275. Then we dropped the price to $269. Looks like we might have got a contract. Contract fell out. Put it back on the $269. Pulled it off the market. Put it back on the market for $294. Reduced the price to $259. And then they took it off the market at $259. Opening bid was $189.9. And there it is, you guys. And they just bought it. I'm seeing a whole lot of that. A whole lot of that. Looks like it might have been an investor, huh? $189. It went back to the bank. The cash $275. So I just kind of go through here and look. You see that didn't sell. Well, that did. That sold for $1 over. That sold for what? $2 over. That didn't sell. That didn't sell. This didn't sell. 985 McDaniel Street. It did not sell. I see the chat moving. Do you recommend wholesaling REOs? So, I mean, you can, right? You can. You'd have to, because REO means owned by the bank, right? So you'd have to bid on that property, and probably maybe if the bank accepts your offer, then maybe you could. Hold on, I have to think this through in my head. Maybe you can flip that. I don't know, because when you dealing with an REO, you're dealing with the bank and their paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So it's like you'd have